Good morning, activities. Welcome to this edition of Bystanders at the Newsstand. I'm Christian Chico. On this wonderful edition of the program, we're right here in Ogba to get people talking on topical issues that we have in Nigeria today and also around the world. Let's go straight to this. Our headlines are with me the Saturday Sun. The Saturday Sun. I have the Saturday Sun with me, and I also have the Saturday Tribune. I also do have the Saturday Telegraph this morning. And let's look at what we have on the papers. The Saturday Telegraph, we have governors must be held to account on security votes. Governors must be held to account on security votes. That is Prof. GK, Serap, Pandeb, and ACF. That governors must be held to account on security votes. Who are those that will hold the governor's account? That's the question. Who are those that will hold the governor's account? Okay. Let's look at the AFCON this morning. Today, Nigeria is going to play Sudan, and this is from Egwavon. Egwavon is saying that we won't look down on Sudan. We won't look down on Sudan. I'm in Cameroon to help Eagles triumph, not for personal glory. Awoni is saying that one. I'm in Cameroon to help Eagles triumph, not for personal glory. Military alone can't tackle insurgency. Military alone can't tackle insurgency. That is from General Irabo. Military alone cannot tackle insurgency. I want other stakeholders to be fully involved. Okay, let's look at also the Saturday Tribune. AFC, ACF, CNG cry out, not security situation very bad. Not security situation very, very bad. Federal government should help. Federal government should help. As Boko Haram attacks police college, abduct police. Boko Haram attacks police college, abduct police. Main headline on the Saturday Tribune this morning. The abducted students, we paid 250 million naira ransom to bandits. We paid 250 million naira ransom to bandits. That is from the Nigerian Baptist Convention. We paid 250 million naira ransom to bandits. This will be calling for many questions. 6 months to Osun governorship election. Aregbesola admits belonging to anti-Oyetola group. 6 months to Osun governor election. Aregbesola admits to belonging to anti-Oyetola group. Southern Middle Belt leaders, all parties should zone presidency to South. All parties should zone presidency to South. Okay, Mommy Gio's neighbor speak. Her church forbid saying hello on phone. Mommy Gio, neighbor are speaking this morning. Her church forbids saying hello on phone. Ibadan High Chiefs Governor, Oyo Governor, Chief Judge adjourns suit till February 1. Okay, I have somebody here this morning. I think it's a prospect. A prospect. A presidential aspirant. Let's have you. No, you stand here. All right. Okay.
Did I wear my face mask?
No. My want to wear or not.
Okay, let me wear it.
Okay. You're live, you're live.
All right.
You're live. The topic we have this morning, I know it's related to the presidency of this country.
Okay.
Just conclude the matter. Afenifere Ohanaeze is saying they are rejecting northern candidates, that they need a candidate from the south. Let me get your position.
Well, I believe in. First, let me introduce myself. I am Evangelist Isu Ogbonaya Chukwu. I am a comedian. I am an evangelist. I am a career person. I am also a teacher. Now, on the issue on ground, I'm a presidential aspirant at the same time.
Which party?
Under APC, by God's grace.
Okay.
Now, I believe in rotational presidency. That is my position. Thank you.
So no northern candidate is qualified to come out at this point in time.
Rotational presidency, a level playing field, but rotational presidency. Thank you very much.
What are your chances when you are in ABC?
Sure.
What are your chances when we have Tinubu coming out for presidency?
Now, the polls will determine. The polls will determine. The electorate will determine that.
Over the years, when you look at the elections, Is it true that the electorate determines the election or stakeholders, powers that unseen powers?
Well, I believe the vote should count. Vote should count. This time around, let everybody get their PVC and vote rightly. That is my position.
If you're a president of the country, what will you do to insecurity?
Now, concerning the issue of insecurity, I'm looking at firstly dialogue. Because
with who?
huh?
Dialogue with what?
Now, if you look at banditry as one issue on ground, with all due respect and with all sense of humility, there are no jobs. The reason why people resort to banditry is because there is no food. If there is a free food, government can declare free food, 1 meal per day. Let people have food to eat. At least Theodore Oji, he was a senator. I think he said a senator on the floor. He moved the motion on the floor of the Senate that there be food policy. Let there be food policy so that there be free food per day. When people eat food, at least there is hope. Not that there will be hunger strike, no food to eat. And you expect them to be idle. They have to find means to survive. So there should be food policy.
So people are taking to banditry and terrorism because there's hunger. That's what you're saying.
The banditry is because there's no food. That's my opinion. That's my view.
Okay.
Now, concerning terrorism, now the language of the unheard. Violence is the language of the unheard. Violence is the language of the unheard. Those that have not heard, violence is their language. Now, concerning the issue of terrorism, now, I must point this clearly. I must point this out. You see, terrorism, to the best of my knowledge, as I am speaking right now, there are two folds there. Sure, you understand?
Yeah.
There's as a matter of fact, everybody is a devil. Just permit me, let me land. Everybody is a devil. Now, there are positive devil and there are negative devil. Now, we patriotic Nigerians, we are positive devils. While all those that engage in terrorism are negative devil. But by God's special grace, we are going to implore dialogue and
Dialogue with the negative devil.
Dialogue and spiritual power to conquer. That's my position. At the end of the day, the summary of what I'm saying now is that the spiritual control the physical. Thank you very much.
What do you advise Nigerians? Lastly, what do you advise Nigerians come 73?
Vote rightly.
Get your PVC.
Get your PVC, vote rightly.
Vote for APC or vote for any party.
Vote for your conscience.
Okay, not you're not saying vote along.
But I believe now that the next level change. Vote for next level change.
In APC.
Yeah, vote for APC. Vote for next level change.
Okay, thank you very much.
I'm coming out.
Okay, let me continue. I have a wonderful person this morning. Governors must be held to account on YouTube. Flip TV. Must be held to account on security votes. Prof. DK Seraph. Military alone cannot tackle insurgency, General Rabo. Now the Tribune is saying that abductors are saying we pay 250 million to bandits, Nigerian Baptist students. Let's look at the Punch. Lastly, Punch. Time running out for new electoral bill, says INEC. I have Mr. David here this morning. Mr. David, good morning. Okay, I have Mr. Chigozie. Good morning, Mr. Chigozie.
Yeah, good morning, Christian. I think it's okay.
Welcome to today's Vice President News.
Yeah, it's been a while. So what is going on?
Okay, abducted students are saying we paid 250 naira ransom to bandits. That's the Nigerian Baptist Convention.
And to my esteemed fans, good morning. Trust you're doing great. Yes, for quite a few days now, we've been uh, offline, and we are glad to be back because when there are pertinent issues to resolve or discuss, and dialogue is the only way forward. It's a very veritable tool we cannot, of course, neglect. And sometimes we do disagree to agree, and of course, have respect to uh, each other. Of course, we chart the way forward. Nobody should be too rigid to destructively rigid, and there should be some level of balance. And I think we've been able to achieve that, and for the common interest of all, and not parasitic, but symbiotic in nature. And that is why we are back. And I want to tell you, we are back for good. We are back for better, for the service to humanity. And keep watching Flip TV in as much as we continue to, of course, do the needful, sensitizing you, giving you informative analysis. And you cannot get it anywhere except here in Oba. Try it, damn me, anywhere. We are committed and dedicated reviewers, and so committed to the core. And is a great selfless service to humanity, and no one should take that for granted.
Okay, bandits attacked a police college yesterday and they abducted police. Who is safe?
Yes, I want to bring you back to history. That was on the 12th of January. There's something remarkable about Nigerian history. I think that was when we struck. And there is a spirit hovering on that 12th of January. In the year 1970,
Okay.
after Philip announced uh, the cessation of hostility from the Republic of Biafra, and the 1970, on the 12th of January 1970, between Biafran state and Nigeria. So, and of course, they have to draft a peace team to discuss and chart the way forward. So then, the presiding head of state of the social Republic of Biafra is the president of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, while on the part of Nigeria is the head of state then is Yakubu Gowon, General Yakubu Gowon.
Okay.
Then they came to Lagos to discuss the way forward for Nigerian states between Nigerian and Biafra, if there must be a coexistence of these two nations. So I am trying to let you know that we are two nations brought together under a treaty, under an agreement. And if that agreement fails to hold, then everybody has the right to part their ways. So in that agreement, the one leading on the part of the Biafran state is the Chief Justice of Biafra, in the person of Sir Lois Mbanefo, is the one leading the team, the peace delegation, to meet with Nigerian states,
Okay.
which was led by the Attorney General of the Federation of Nigerian state. Then was General Teslim Elias. So when they come to the negotiating deliberation table, and General Elias Teslim presented a note of surrender to the then Chief Justice of Biafra, Mbanefo Lois. And Mbanefo, of course, have to scold him. And he scolded him that if you are not ready, you called us to negotiate on the way forward. And you're asking me to assent, to consent to the defeat of my people. He said, if you are not ready, the Biafran will return to battlefield. That was what he meant when, of course, in the presence of Yakubu Gowon have to stretch his hands and take that document from the then Attorney General in the person of General Teslim Elias.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to build a background of what is happening now. Then when immediately General Gowon took that list or document from him, General declared no victor, no vanquish. With that statement, of course, the Chief Justice of Biafra, in the person of Lois Mbadefo, has to hug General Gowon. That we are here to deliberate on the way forward for everyone. We are brothers and sisters, and we should not in any way sustain the hostility that's almost at this time have engulfed all asunder. Then, on that note, when the Gowon declared no victor, no vanquish, Gowon now came up with a template on how to foster the reintegration of the Biafran state and the Nigerian state as they merge together to forge ahead as an entity. You see, under progress and all that. So he came up with 3 R's, which is reconstruction of the old Eastern region, rehabilitation of the people psychologically, and reconciliation, which unfortunately they failed to carry out. If there is no reconstruction and rehabilitation, there cannot be true reconciliation. So after 52 years of disagreement, the Nigerian state is yet to fulfill their own part of such agreement. They have yet to carry out the process, the program of reconstruction of the old Eastern region, rehabilitation, and because they have failed in the reconstruction project or program, rehabilitation program, reconciliation becomes almost impossible. That is what led to the mayhem, of course, a political strife between the Biafran. That is why the agitation of Biafran has been sustained. After 52 years of that agreement, of course, the Nigerian states could not live out to that. That is why, in as much as you build a system under falsehood, under false or deceptive propaganda, such foundation cannot last. That is what we are saying. So what is happening in Nigeria, the adoption of students who are the future generation, who are the future leaders, are not given any reason to live, are not given any reason to be inspired within Nigeria, are not given any sense of belonging, even by the supposed states of Nigeria. How can a student or students in their hundreds be adopted in your own territory, held ransom, and subjected to such level of cruelty, molestation, sexual abuse, and other sort of abuse within your supposed territory, sovereign state, and you are helpless about the situation? It's very unfortunate and it's very barbaric on the part of the supposed government of Nigeria. It is very unbecoming of them. They are very useless and have no reason to exist. If your own people under your own watch can be adopted and demanding for ransom, where are the police? Where are the intelligence department of the IG police? Where are the DSS? What are they doing? And here comes a sitting governor under this current dispensation, under the platform of APC. He emerged under the platform of APC as the governor of Borno State. Openly declared that, look, forget about the deceptive propaganda on the part of the Nigerian military and the president, that Boko Haram has established their dynasty, have established their caliphate over in some of the local government. When he meant some, it is not one, it is not two. You see, when he meant some, it means almost 60 or 50% of course, Borno State is under siege, is under the hold and control of Boko Haram. And the supposed president of Buhari and his, of course, his army chiefs and whatever are very helpless on this situation. You see, you are only interested in sending, of course, your assassins down east to annihilate the young ones who, of course, have not done anything. And what I want to point out is this: Gowon declared no victor, no vanquish. But is that the true reflection of what we are seeing? 52 years of that declaration by the then head of state, Nigerian government under the watch of Buhari is still seeing the Old Eastern region, especially the Igbos, as people, as a conquered territory. Is she viewing us in the light of that deceptive and self-destructive notion that these people are conquered territory? Why Gowon declared that no victor, no vanquish? Of course, the Chief Justice of Biafra then said, if you're not willing for a healthy and productive negotiation, peace talk, let's return to battlefield. But Gowon said that cannot help us. We have to foster, of course, peace and coexistence that can only drive an egalitarian society where the rights of every citizen must be respected and the life to life must be given a meaning in Nigeria.
There's an information from the Chief of Army Staff says military alone can't tackle insurgency once other stakeholders be fully involved.
So military alone can't tackle insurgency. Then what we are doing here is a part of helping the Nigerian state. We understood already they are disillusioned, they have lost focus, they have lost direction, they have lost, of course, most of their personnel to Boko Haram. So they are, of course, he could have taken a part of honor if he can come and tell the world that Nigeria state is a first state, that they are incapable and unable to stand the supposed enemies of the state, which is of course the Islamic apologists. They are helpless in the face of this calamity. So they should call for the dissolution of Nigerian state. That is what I expect Irabo to do. That is the said. He said he cannot do this alone. If the military, who is saddled with the sole responsibility of protecting the integrity or the sovereignty of the Nigerian state, we come to the street and tell the world that they cannot do it alone. Then they may employ of course, the anchor of Flip TV bystander to join them, because you are a trained soldier and maybe you will use the microphone and some gadget to fight Boko Haram. While over billions of dollars has been voted and spent on the fight against these people, only end up being shared among their brothers and sisters. The brutal $1 billion, of course, developed wing and flew to wherever God knows whether that it ended. It landed, and somebody will be here telling us that we are beggars. What makes us beggars? That we are here serving humanity, and we are here doing the needful, and you are calling us beggar on what respect? It's a height of irresponsibility on whosoever may claim to be Samson. It's very unfortunate, and your lives will never see good. Why? Because you cannot believe in humanity. You cannot encourage or contribute to the growth of development of humanity. It's very unfortunate that we, of course, are spending our energy and resources on daily basis 6 days in a week. Yes, we are not employed. That is the most reason why everybody should encourage us, because we are not employed and we have no any source of course, transportation and all that. So that is the more reason why you should, of course, celebrate and, of course, appreciate us, because we are not doing the job based on what, of course, financial inducement or remuneration. That shows that we are more committed to serving humanity.
Last question.
And,
can Nigeria be better again? Somebody is asking.
Can Nigeria be better again? Of course, some group of youths, of course, made me to understand what is the way forward, Mr. Chigozie. Or rather, I prefer Mazi Chigozie, because that Mr. is an English word. Mazi Chigozie, what is the way forward for Nigeria? I told them that when a foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? The righteous simply in this context simply means not the religious interpretation. The righteous simply means those who are willing to do the right thing the right way. When the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? Those who are willing to do the right thing, those who are really to salvage humanity, those who are really to end this carnage, the killing of innocent and defenseless supposed citizens, should rise up to put an end to this destructive system called Nigeria. Not until an end is put to the system, of course, you cannot guarantee the prosperity, you cannot guarantee the economic turnaround of the people within Nigeria. We are dying, we are hungry, people have, how many millions of youths roaming the streets without any help, without any even hope or vision. Unfortunately, it's very unfortunate, and the only way, and with these people occupying the corridor of power, there can never be any way forward. The best thing is mental revolution and physical revolution. That's why America is what they are today. That is why the Europe are where they are today. And it is our turn. That is why, of course, the Ghana are very close here. You know the history, the antecedents. A time came when they found themselves within this mess. We are trapped already, and they have to chart the way forward. So it behoves of Anna you to chart the way forward. Of course, one of the ladies who sent me an errand somewhere in Alaba, I'm still expecting your response in that respect. Thank you very much. Do have a great weekend. Chigozie Ndibo. The only way is referendum. That is the only way we can, of course, reconsider. If Gawan could not execute that agreement of 12th of January 1970, it means Nigeria remains a failed state. Because we cannot build a viable system where injustice, where subjugation and deprivation, where inequality is the order of the day.
Thank you very much.
Chigozie Ndibo.
Mr. Chigozie. I have my guy, Mr. David. Good morning.
Mr. Chukwu.
Good morning, Mr. David.
Very good
you can
morning.
see what we have in the paper this morning. Military alone can't tackle insurgency. Want other stakeholders like you and I to be fully involved.
Thank you, Mr. Chukwu. Thank you for the management of Flip TV. And there's something I need to address. It is high time we always take this issue very serious. Now, for the fact that we, the reviewers, do come here every day to air our grievances, to just come here and then speak about things happening in Nigeria, should not make someone, because for the fact is in abroad, tagging us. He tagged us as corporate beggars. Sam, I don't know him and I don't want to know him. He said the reason why we had to boycott for some days for the fact that Sam. No. Please let me address it. No, because the same issue can still.
Way to address it. Let's address it. Don't
okay,
worry.
I should not say it.
No worry.
No problem. I've listened to
Military
you.
alone.
But next time, you should also warn him not to make such statements.
Okay.
Because I have never asked him for money. Nobody here has ever asked him for a penny. So he should mind his words. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Military alone can't tackle insurgency. General Irabo is saying, want other stakeholders like you and I to be fully involved in the fight against insurgency.
If I should not fight.
No. You can be in form of advice or support the military.
How do you support or advise an expert on his field if the person does not want to listen to advice? Now, the federal government said they know how to tackle insurgency within 6 months. So now it is beyond 6 months. Let them do the needful. That is not my field. It is not my job. The only thing I can support them is that I can pray for them that God should help them. Now, Brutai carted away with $1 billion US. That money alone is meant to fight insurgency. Is Brutai dead?
We stayed for 12 months.
Is Brutai dead? Brutai is not dead. Let the soldiers, let the army generals arrest him and question him. That money, if that money is being put into use, that money will go a very long way. Now, Brutai has killed so many generations because he has failed to purchase ammunition. People's life has been lost. Families have been killed. Homes have been shattered. People can no longer have access to their home just because of one man's selfishness. The money that is spent to purchase them has been siphoned. As the president, who is the commander-in-chief of armed forces, what has he for one signed that what Burutai should be arrested. No, rather than the president in return gave Burutai an appointment, a non-career ambassador. Is that the kind of people you want me to support? Eh? And that money was being withdrawn from the SS Kura account. The money that was meant our commonwealth that was meant for every Nigerian, money that should be used for what, to build infrastructure, was being given to one man to purchase arm, so that insurgency can be what 18 of the past. In return, Burutai siphoned the money. Burutai went to bought house in Dubai. Yes, there were evidence. You see, you saw it. He bought house in Dubai. He bought house. He bought house around every nooks and crannies of the country. And now, the EFCC has not for one day summoning. DSS has not for one day summoning. The president, to my greatest surprise, has to reward him again for what? Embezzling our commonwealth. He gave him an appointment.
We have the bandits that have not been declared terrorists by the president.
I used to tell you, he said, according to you, he used one English.
Gazette.
Yeah, he said,
illegal document. He documented.
Gazetted. What is it? Let the presidency come out openly. The way they were very fast to pronounce IPOB group terrorists. But I mean, I still said anything. Gazetted does not make them terrorists. Gazetted does not make them terrorists.
It's legally.
It is okay now. Ever since these people, now have you seen the world? Army have moved for one day. Call them terrorists. Fine, it has been gazetted. But now we are talking about political terms. Are they terrorists? No. Because the federal government don't want you to postcard them as terrorists. So, my brother, Nigeria is going down every now and then. My brother, Nigeria is going down every now and then. If a person like Burutai could be celebrated in our society, my brother, it shows there's no hope. A man that invested $1 billion, former chief of army staff, and now he's still being celebrated in our society. My brother, what is the hope? That means now you can, as long as you have money, either people don't want to know how you make your wealth. Either you saw your hand to make your wealth. Either you embezzle. Just make money, and the current Nigerian society will celebrate you. It's a shame on every Nigerian.
I'm not among that society that will celebrate.
No, that was happening. Because if the presidency at this level could not jail Burutai, how many persons have been killed in Borno? There is a local government in Borno State, Guru. Now, the governor of Borno State said that he can no longer access there. He said those people, those guys killed half of the Nigerian soldiers that went there just to tackle them. And now the presidency is not even saying that anything on how to end this insurgency. So this is how this issue of insurgency will continue to linger until there's no more Nigeria.
You have a new president.
Which new president? Which president? Tell me, who is competent? The same Jonathan went there. He could not solve it. Jonathan went there. Same old story. A man who claimed he had fought so many wars. A man who said he's a general. A man who said he fought the Biafra war. A man who said that is his field. That under 6 days, under 6 months, he will wipe it. Now, this same issue has lingered. Now, who do you think can put a full stop, can put an end to this issue of insurgency? Even the fact that this body and his compatriots and his evil men, they are making money from this.
Police college was attacked yesterday and police were killed and abducted.
So, and these are people what is the function of security apparatus? If they cannot even safeguard their own properties,
their own personnel.
I saw the report. Their own properties are the personnel. If military could invade Nigerian
bandits,
if bandits could invade Nigerian Defense Academy in Zaria, tell me which as the highest of Nigerian generals, a federal government facility was being attacked by bandits, and bandits overrun them, and kill soldiers. Yesterday now is Nigerian police training school. I think in Sokoto or Or what state?
That they
The school.
imbue, I think it's called yes,
Sokoto State, yes, yesterday. I saw you. Now, my brother, what is the hope of me and you? A bandit can just come to your house, slap you. Don't be surprised one day, next target will be Asoro. Bet me. Bet me.
No, they can't get.
No. Don't say no. Don't say no. Why do you say they can't get that? So, do you think these people don't have spies everywhere? These people have spies everywhere. These people have insiders. These people have informants that give them information. So if they don't have insiders, how do you think these people carry out or perpetrate such evil? These people, see, you cannot attack a government facility without the help of an insider. It is impossible.
Okay.
For them to attack Nigerian Defense Academy and now police training school. You think it's possible? You must have an insider. And then who are these insiders? These are the ones repented Boko Haram. The government is giving amnesty
And
to.
the government is aware.
And the government is very much aware. These people on their own end have bent their what? Alliance, their loyalty to these bandits. But our foolish government keeps on giving them amnesty.
I mean, there's something
At the
fishy.
treatment of their own.
Something fishy.
There is.
Government and
This
the
bandits. There is. Are you telling me that now the government does not know where the bandits are? So now, even if there's cash, who are those? Okay, just like what you read now. A church paid 250 million naira.
Yes,
Baptist church because of their students that was kidnapped. Okay, who did the transaction?
That huge amount of money.
Such amount of money. Where did it pass through? Okay, where did the church go to the bank and then draw the money? Now, who did this church give the money to? It shows that what the police, the army, and the government have failed to secure us now. So everybody now needs to diverse means to secure themselves. Okay. Because even if they don't pay the money, they will be killed. So you can see what is it? My brother, we are in a very, very sorry state.
So then let's forget about 2023 election.
But 2023 election is not a solution. It is still the same old story. Fellas say they are regular tradesmen. Same old story. Election should not be our primary aim for now. Our primary focus for now is how to secure a country first. Let's try and secure this country first before we think of primary election. Let's try and make sure that every Nigerian life is being saved. The president should assure us, not you telling us about 2023 election. 2023 election, they will still come and steal money again. 2023 election, they will not give us food again. 2023 election again they will not give us light. 2023 election again, they are not good roads. 2023 election, they are still not good jobs. 2023 election now, petrol will still increase. 2023 election, people will still be killed. There should be no election, my brother. Every night, my brother, it is very simple for us to bring down this government. It does not take us a day for every Nigerians who are very serious and determined to bring down this government.
Why is it not happening?
The truth of the matter is that people are being scared. Every day we're going to complain. See them. Nigeria no good. They're going to complain. Nobody want that. Come protest. They're going to run for their house. You see how stupid Nigerians are?
Educated in the south.
And then every day they will tell you, Nigeria no good, Nigeria hard, Nigeria hard. But you think if everybody come out, occupy the street of Nigeria, both the north, the south, my brother, come and run away. See, drivers, every small thing, they want to come out and work. And still, they are not making this money. They are not making progress. MC Lomo, which is their chairman, is living comfortably. More than them. No, MC yesterday donated money for Tinubu. He gave Tinubu 250 million to support his campaign. MC Olomo gave Tinubu a mere tout, giving a presidential aspirant 250 million to contest the election.
Professor cannot.
And a professor is been languishing in school. Government cannot pay him. It's now a professor now. Is earns 1,120. Yes, go to universities and ask them. A professor cannot see. My lecturer then, we used to contribute money for them to buy shoes. How much salary? 120,000 naira. Because what? They've made their position Solomon. to the place whereby you will get the money, and then in return they can also get the money. My brother, forget shouting. The best thing in this country is what? Revolution. If everybody don't come out and face this government, these are evil men. These people are evil. These people have sold their soul to the devil. You like cry for me to tomorrow, they will look at you. These people have sold their hand. You think before you want to accept a president, you think it's by God's grace? My brother, you need to belong to the carcass, to the evil carcass. These people will turn their back against you. If you, my brother, it is evil for evil. If you are not prepared to die, my brother, we cannot take over Nigeria. That is how this poverty, hardship will always, it will linger again. Even if there's a change of government, it will be the same old story. Even if two people come, same old story. As people come, same old story. Whosoever comes, same old story. Until when the masses say enough is enough, we should face them. Until if you don't face them, my brother, they will still find their way in again. Because we know they will always tell you these people, they are fools. We know how to win them. We know how to win their hearts. We know how to always talk to them. So that is my brother, to every Nigerians. 2023, you make up your mind if you want to go forward or you want to go back to the old way. What is the way forward?
David, please remember to tell it to Kunle, because Kunle is still fighting for youth coming together.
You see, it's not about youth. Even carry the youth there again, it will still embezzle. My brother, corruption. It is corruption. It is not, does not elite, does not it is not only in the government apparatus, even within ourselves, my brother, even to the common man. See now these people that represent us, these people are also from the same society. The society, the Nigerian society is corrupt.
Our leaders are from the society.
Yes, our leaders are from society. Even my brother, even take me now, give me any government office now. People will tell me, David, chief, because how much is salary? See, look at everybody here. Let them hold one position.
You see, they will just change.
You see, they will change. That is it. Because it has always been what the same ideology from the society. Where do we get our leaders from? From the same society. These people just don't fall from heaven. These people belong to a particular society.
Belong to a family.
They belong to a family.
Organization,
eventually, before they become leaders. So it is not about it should be about different mindsets. That is why something said change begins with you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Until every Nigerians have that mind that now you do business with your colleague, you will look for a way. He wants to look for a way just to dupe you.
Okay. Thank you very much,
Thank you for having me.
Mr. David. Mr. Kule this morning.
Yeah, I'll call you back.
The great is a great guy, Mr. Kule. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning. I can see you are vibrating.
That guy was telling me Nigerians are saving, Nigerians are enjoying, Nigerians are. I don't. That's the guy there now. He said Nigeria. I don't know. Maybe he wake up on the wrong side of the bed this morning.
Okay.
Good morning.
Thank God. Military alone can't tackle insurgency. General Abo wants other stakeholders to be fully involved.
Who are the stakeholders? We should ask our general who are the stakeholders.
We can act as intel for the police. Intelligence.
You can't do that now because there are some intelligence report that you give out that will boomerang back on you.
Yes.
We've seen that before, and people are scared to do that again now. As it is now, the people that are meant to secure the territorial, space of Nigeria, they should do their work. They should do their needful job. I can't see.
Alone can't tackle insurgency.
That is why we've been talking of let us go reduce. If you don't go back and check our constitution in this country now. If you don't go back to our constitution, the 40 constitution we have, we just be playing around the bush. And what I'm saying now is the constitution is default, right? And also you don't have a state police mechanism in every region. There can never be that the insecurity will still persist in the sense that you need information within the community. Those bandits, they operate in one community. Those Boko Haram, they operate in one community, not in one federal state. You know, what I'm just saying now, the information they are looking up, that if it's not only the Nigerian army that can fight this thing, they should give those governors state police. When they give them state police,
And if they cannot tackle it, then that is the fault of the community.
yeah, and the rest, you know, because the criminals you are looking for, they are within. They stay in one environment, they stay in one village, they stay in one community. They are not just saints. They are not invisible people from you know. So what I'm looking at is the less these people talk, you know, the more valuable they will become. Because one said we should start defending ourselves. How do you want to defend yourself? If you carry AK-47 now,
even if vigilantes in the north have been overrun by bandits.
By bandits, can you imagine? Look at what happened in Zamfara. Look at what happened in Zamfara some few days ago. 59 people were massacred. 59 people. And even the Boko Haram is collecting tax in one entity in Borno. So what are we now saying? Those people they are overrunning the country now, as it is now. Except we want to start deceiving ourselves. And Mr. President went to Turkey the other time to form an alliance with, backup alliance from the Turkey. Maybe they can help us out here. Let us see the results. Let us see the result. Bandits are now having a free day in Nigeria. Who owns the country, sir? We don't even know whether it's government or bandits.
Now, police college was attacked. Police was killed and abducted.
Police boss killed and abducted.
Yes.
By
police,
whom?
Bandits.
By bandits. In what state?
I think it's Sokoto State.
Sokoto State.
Yeah, you get the story.
Yeah, I'm just getting it now because I've just been a blackout since the protest started.
By bandits, what is now left for you and
I'm sure it's not the first time that they've kidnapped a military man before, a military and army officer. They've killed an army officer, ambushed an army officer. So what do you expect? And I think majority of these people, you find out that they have informants insider within the Nigerian security territory.
Maybe the repentant
ones that they gave amnesty to are the one giving back. If the guy might be wrong, I might go along with the guy because I said it on and on. What is all about amnesty? What is the origin of the amnesty? The amnesty came up during the Yaradua era when the Niger Delta that felt oppressed about their mineral resources they have, and they are still suffering. They are not. They cannot lay hand on their mineral resources, and some people are coming in, owing oil wells that are not from that region, and they have to show out their grievances. And their grievances they were showing them wasn't about killing. It was about holding the people. The white guys that are spoiling the environment. That they are spoiling the environment. They are causing environmental pollution in their area, kidnapping them and release them. Not like killing like this.
Bruno, it's what invades Bruno Police College. I think it's Bruno State.
See, the amnesty they are giving to these people, I don't think it's a common sense thing, because you want to look at, they said it out, they said, after all, you gave amnesty to Niger Delta militants, but the militants were not killing. The militants were not, they are just holding people to ransom. You get the the expatriate kidnapped, so that they will know the feeling, they will have the feelings of what they are doing to destroy their land. But these ones, they will kill you, they will collect ransom, they will still kill you. Are they even entitled to ransom? Are they even entitled to amnesty? Are they entitled to amnesty at all? Make a case. Make a case with one of them. I've said it over and over. All those people who are supposed to be lining up, Buhari did it for the drug barons then in 1983. Why can't he do it for the same baron? What's it called? The bandit.
Yeah.
Get them on firing squad. Get them on firing squad. All. What are they waiting for? If they've done that, that will serve as a deterrent to others, and they will be scared that these people mean business. We're never ready for them, because I think somebody is still pampering them because of I think nepotism, or somebody is still pampering this people.
Somebody is saying that common sense should let us know that state police is what we need. We need community policing. That is from Bright.
Yeah, that's it, Mr. Bright. Kudos to you for reasoning along. That is all what we need. I don't need to look at the Abuja police for my life to be secured. Because anything about police in Nigeria now, all this government has to get order from the IG, from the minister for what's it called, interior. They will link up IG. And I'm telling you, you could see what really happened to Sanwo-Olu there. It's just the misfortune of the policing system we practice it. I see those governors they should put politics aside and lay claim on their rights. Enough of politics. That is the problem with why we are having it. They politicize everything. They politics instead of them coming out and saying the truth. You can be in a party, I can be in APC now and tackle the policy of APC. That doesn't mean I'm not a loyal party member. All of them are just deceiving themselves. That's just it. Because the way I see it, we ought to have known that community policing is the best way to go. Because the next criminal around your community, your environment, you know the criminal. I was told that there was a boy in Okera somehow that always steal, burgle people's houses and steal, and immediately they identified him. But unfortunately, he has to move from that house to another area entirely unknown area before the bubble busted on him. So the community police and the leader we should have common sense leaders.
Somebody is also saying that we don't need state police because governors will use it against the opposition.
Forget that, my brother. Forget if you are doing that. The government aspect of it, the weak aspect of it, is even a minor to the benefit aspect of it. This consequence aspect of it is a minor to the benefit aspect of state police. If the government wants to use them against opposition, people high will be on the governors that you can't do this. We at least for now, when we still have even federal police, we are criticizing. We are criticizing IG, we are criticizing Mr. Buhari, we are criticizing every one of them. But now when any government wants to misuse state police, it's not left for you, Mr. Bright. Who is the person that raised that issue?
Mr. Bright, that we need state police.
The
other person is Obinne.
Mr. Obinna, it's not left for you to play your own responsibility to monitor the state policing that will be at work then. Then you now monitor your governor. It's not that you just sit down there and you'll be looking at one governor using your own police against his fellow politician. The police are supposed to protect you against a fellow politician. The police are meant to protect you, not the governor, not for the governor to use the police against his enemy. The police are meant to protect the masses, not only the governor, not only the government officials.
So lastly, trouble for Atiku, Tambuwal, others as Afenifere, Ohanaeze reject northern candidates.
Afenifere, Ohanaeze, they are not going to be on the field. What about your politicians? What about your politicians? What about your Afenifere politicians? What about your Ohanaeze politicians? Yeah. Won't they sell out? Won't they sell out? I'm telling you, hundreds are queuing behind northern candidates now. Northern candidates. Hundreds, millions of Southerners. Thousands of hundreds of Southerners. Various groups are queuing behind northern candidacy. And so be it. The way things are, everybody has to fight for his own interest. That's what I'm looking at. Because enough
what
of
is your interest?
Jamie, I think I'll say have to wrap it up because I still keep it to my mind because I have not seen the seriousness of the youth that we can form a coalition to get. I've not seen, and the youth they are moving on a different way because it's still same people that put them back to the Egypt. The same set of people they are still looking at. We have some vibrant people, but can we have that unionism to get the backing or to get that guy back up? We have them. I told you, Mogalo, we have some people like Mogalo, Duro Toye fella,
A lady also.
Yeah.
One lady came out and she
let's try those guys. If you try those guys, at least they are technocrats. They know how the system works, and they've studied the system. They've analyzed the system, so they know how they can apply their. In fact, they should even make two of them, Duro Toye and Mogalo, either president or vice president. And then somebody like Showore too. Showore has really paid his dues for Nigeria, for this system, for the system, the lacuna system we have.
EFCC boss.
Showore. Anything they want to give him, but he has tried. No matter the haters he has, me and follow Showore. I've been following Showore right from the early 90s. I know the sacrifice he made
was a student union leader.
for student union leader. Later, he fought against the cultism in school, right? And later, the thing backfired on him. He was so brutal. They brutalized him. They messed him up. You could see he's limping now. It was the sacrifice they paid for the country and for this Unilag to sanitize Unilag of incessant killing. Then you see this one against this one against this one. Then so Oshowore, to me, it may not be perfect, but his slogan alone, take it back. Take it back. I'm guilty likewise. I didn't vote him for the last because all of us went for spoiler votes. Then spoiler votes, yeah. Because I told them, these are the people I want. Let us look at this direction. No, they say no. It's Atiku, it's Obi, it's Atiku. Akmalu. This bad guy, oppositions too, that wanted to start power. Then let's scatter everything. That is me for you. That is what I did. Because when I preach, and I no one hear. Now all of them are hearing it now. So we both scatter our choices, and we are here today. So maybe they still want to fall into that. I pray I don't even be in this country till that. Maybe I need to be outside the country. The way I look at this, because I don't want to start witnessing any mess up again. Okay. Because it's not people don't walk their talk. That's the problem. They don't walk their talk.
Nigerians are afraid.
Nigerians, yes,
the betterment of
yes. But we just still need to be praying for a better republics that will come out of Nigeria. Okay. Northern Republic, Eastern Republic, Western Republic. That is what I'm just looking towards now. Because let us go back to 1960, 1963, regional system. It pays more than this lacuna we are having. Lacuna, what's it called? Lacuna constitution that is bringing up all this mess. On that constitution, they should go to archive and dust that constitution and work on it. Work on it. Because the constitution we are using, nobody will participated in it. They did not consult the average citizen on the street. They just went and formed themselves, locked themselves somewhere, and said, we Nigerians are agreed to be.
Your friend Yoruba is beating you.
He should change his mind too. This time around we are now. It's not about nepotism.
You must be one Nigeria by force.
Che me? You can't force me. Che did the Yoruba know that I still have an Iberian lineage that can go to Ivory Coast anytime and stay there? Yes. Does he know that? We were there. I was there in Ivory Coast when Ojukwu was given pardon. That when he came to Abidjan, Ofobone, that's the president of Ofobone, then welcome him. And I still monitor Ojukwu till when he was in Ikoyi. That's what's it called? Queen's Drive. When he was on Queen's Drive, I saw hard on him. Okay. So you should know that we've been on the game for a while. Thank you very much.
I have Mr. Raphael Ugochi. Honorable, what's that name again? Is it Honorable?
My name is
Mazi.
My name is Raphael, but I have more than one name.
Okay.
My names are Raphael Onu Mwechi.
Okay.
I hail from Anambra East local government.
Okay.
We occupy the river basin of Omabada, that Anambra River basin. We are the one.
You have a good governor that is coming in.
We have a very good, competent governor. I told you that Anambra State has been handed over the years to bank managers. The first bank manager that handled Anambra State was a management professional in the person of Governor Peter Obi. Yeah. When Obi managed Fidelity Bank for years, the whole Nigerians know that man has something upstairs. He managed Anambra like a bank, and see the results today. Anambra is one of the southeast states that has everything. Virtually everything we use in Anambra State is being manufactured in Anambra State. We are industrialists. Listen, Obiano was a manager under Obi, former governor of Anambra State. He handed Anambra State over to another manager under him, the same roof of Fidelity Bank with him. And now, what else again? He handed it over to another professional manager who managed Central Bank of Nigeria for how many years? And that man as well is a management expert. In the person of Charles Solution has come. I'm telling you, Yes, he's the one that brought new generation banking in Nigeria to Nigeria. We don't know. We didn't know before that there is a money outfit called Western Union. Money is just a flash. The money will come. Before, if you went to the bank to withdraw money, you will stay there up to how many hours? Still, they have not asked you, what are you doing here? They have not served you. But Soludo made everything easier. Introduction of ATM machine.
Yes, MoneyGram.
Oh my God. MoneyGram, many money outfits. Courtesy, Charles
You
Soludo.
know, he has chosen Obi Ezekwesili.
Obi Ezekwesili is the committee, that is inauguration.
Transition.
Yeah, committee, yeah. Chose Obi Ezekwesili, the former Minister of Education. Obi Ezekwesili is another professional. I'm telling you. When they talk about education, give it to us.
This is what we need in Nigeria.
These are the people, technocrats, we need in this country to handle the affairs of this country. Every position of the government should be given to who? People that are competent. Technocrats, all of them professionals, experts. You understand? People that with that kind of prowess, who have that expertise to do their job well. They should handle Nigeria.
Not politicians.
Not politicians. Politicians could be anybody. You can go to one motor park and pick one worker or car for, to manage. Thank you. Don't mention, we are in a Lagos state. So, Christian, let us proceed. But I want to tell you that I want to say RIP to Ernest Shoniko, the former interim president who ruled Nigeria for 3 months, I think, from 1993. That's August and November. Abacha what? Abacha chased him away. You understand? Shoniko died at the age of 85. May his soul rest in peace. Then another man again is Dr. Chu Okong. He was the Minister of Finance during Babangida regime. Economic and planning, economic and national planning. During Babangida regime, Chu Okong has bowed to death. May his soul rest in peace as well. So, Christian, what do you have this morning?
Someone is asking this question. I want to ask it. Ben, he said, how can we stop Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
You ask this question, you should know that we are in Lagos State anyway. So, but people like us are so bold to say it exactly how it is. No matter who anybody thinks he is in Nigeria, I don't care. I'm a man. I have my right to express myself. Do you understand? Who does he think he is? This time around, I'm asking not only Tinubu, but I'm asking Oshibanjo himself. Oshibanjo has forgotten that Nigeria has been subjected to this kind of rubbish over the years. How many years now? This kind of situation. The state of this country. States of this country. I don't say states. States.
I know.
The conditions. Look at the security. Look at the economy. Look at infrastructural amenities. Everything has been crumbled. Everything has been crumbled. Everything totally. All things have been crumbled under Oshibanjo, under Buhari. I didn't understand. When the she-goats is chewing or masticating herbs or grasses, do you understand? The younger goats always observes the moms, the movement of the mom. Do you understand? Mouth. Oshibanjo, as Buhari is rubbishing this country, you are there observing and looking at Buhari. So you are all bed of same feather. What makes Oshibanjo that Nigerians will vote for him? What is it that is convincing that man?
He was there like 3
When
months.
Buhari traveled, he was there like 3 months. He did nothing. I didn't understand. He did nothing. Absolutely nothing. When Oshibanjo sacked Director General DSS of DSS, do you understand? DG, DSS. Do you understand? Buhari came back and reinstated him back. Oshibanjo could not see anything good for him to resign. Oshibanjo could not see a cogent reason. Do you understand? He could resign. He should resign. He's supposed to resign. See, something like that happened in 1986 when Ebutikiwa was insulted, molested by Ibrahim Babangida. Do you know what happened? The next day, Ebutikiwa honorably bowed out. So, Nigerian public office holders, they found it very difficult to bow out, to resign. Why must Tinubu be there? What convinces him that Nigerians could vote for him. It is wrong. I don't know where he's thinking, his direction, his own reason is going. Because Ahmed Tinubu, through Hanky one day, he used Hanky to do, this kind of, is an illustration. When he kicked off his campaign, I think, his campaign in 2007 at Ikeja there. He said, APC, everybody say power. That was under, he was trying to make a Fachola governor there. He said, look, okay, where is my hanky? Let me demonstrate. He said, look, everybody say, hey, at Awolowo there. You do like this, say, do you know what it is? We said, yes, sir, it is hanky. It is hanky. He said, no, this is Lagos. He said, this is Lagos. He do like this. He put Lagos that's represented by the hanky he was holding on his hand into his pocket, meaning that I pocket Lagos. So Tinubu, actually, if you won an election in Nigeria, you are going to put Nigeria into your pocket as you pocketed Lagos. Tinubu pockets Lagos. The whole Lagos is in his pocket. So now a kingmaker visited Buhari 2-3 days ago or 4 days ago, and they met Buhari in his office and said, Kingmaker has come. The Kingmaker has come to you to tell you that he's going to be a Nigerian president. A Kingmaker can be a king. I make the kings, so I myself could be a king. Well, it's okay now. Go and be a king. I didn't understand. Then Ochibanjo has made his stance clear that if Buhari gives him go ahead, he's going to contest. But my question is, whom, does he think we are? Are we fools? Ochibanjo again? Should I just name them one by one? Let me streamline them one by one. How they have been managing this country from 1960 till date. Hausa, Yoruba, Hausa, Yoruba. So Jonathan is not an Igbo man. Jonathan is from Ejo. Jonathan is from Bayelsa. Jonathan has denied his Igbo nationality over the years. It didn't happen yesterday. Are you listening to me?
Average Hausa man would say that Jonathan is Igbo.
An average Hausa man is an outside man. Outside, left. I tell you that you have a job everywhere, all over Nigeria. Yoruba has a job. Igbo has a job. I don't know whether you understand. Jonathan is an Ejo man. They live along the water. Anywhere, coastal, riverbanks, thank you, even the coastal line. Those people that live along the coast, they know how to do what? Catch fish. Fishing is their occupation. Jonathan is not an Igbo man, and he could never be. Jonathan married an Igbo woman. I think, perchance more, I think. Perchance has Igbo blood. I think, understand. But Jonathan, individually, personally, is not an Igbo man. Igbo man did not rule this country since the days of Aguiyi-Ironsi. Have you heard me? 1966. No Igbo man again. Azikiwe was 1960 now. Just Governor General, the first Nigerian, a ceremonial president. The first Governor General of Nigeria was Frederick Lugard. The first Nigeria Governor General was Lugard. The first Nigerian Governor General was Nnamdi Azikiwe. Are you listening to my English? So, till date, no Igbo man has been allowed to handle or to lead this country. I'm telling you, who does
reject northern candidates?
Who do they think we are? This Ochibanjo and Tinubu, they are not getting there. They can never be elected into that seat. Two of them. Ochibanjo is the second man to Buhari. Ochibanjo, if God start to judge Nigeria today after judging Buhari, the second person is Ochibanjo. Are you listening to me? So what does that man want again?
Somebody say Ochibanjo is a private investigator for the Nigerian masses.
Private investigator. Magnum PI. That's very good. Private investigator. Anyway, you should go and investigate what happened to the crumbled building at Ikoidia, 21-story building that killed tens, 20s, 30s, 30 Nigerians. should go and investigate who had the parcel of the land where that structure was erected. Chibanjo should go and investigate why the structure of that land was not on a solid ground of that house. Do you understand? Chibanjo should go and investigate very well and know if his master Buhari originally is he. To know if that man actually is Buhari. He should investigate if actually the whole redeemed Christian Church of God members are going to support him comes 2023. He should investigate. He should investigate if the whole Nigerian Christians are happy with him, because Christians were dying on alarming rates since inception of this regime.
The students they were kidnapped, those Baptist students, there's a revelation that they paid
250 million. That was a big business. Let me tell you, Sahel countries, I want to reveal, I want to open their eyes. See, from southern Morocco down to Niger, Chad, Mali, southern Algeria. Listen, Mali, Burkina Faso, Nigeria was sold to this country. These countries I mentioned now.
By who?
Let me tell you, the Hausa oligarchy. Let me tell you, it is because of Islam that these Sahel countries group themselves together to fight us, and Nigeria is subjected to attack from these countries. 250 million naira is this small money? That's a very big business. I'm telling you, Sahel countries are doing business and it's working for them because of what? One thing makes bandits, ISWAP, and the Boko Haram successful ventures, because they are more than one. It's a big business. Islam
on the Nigerian government.
On the platform of religion, Mali, Senegal, Chad, Niger, Southern Libya, they are fighting Nigerians. All under the platform called what? Bandit called what? Religion. Sorry.
Okay.
Because of that religion, Hausa man is seeing a Senegal man, Malian, Niger man, Chad man as his brother. Because of that religion, Fulani man is not seeing Yoruba as his brother. He's not seeing Igbo as his brother. Because Igbo man is not a Muslim. Most Yorubas are Christians. I didn't understand that anything from these countries, you understand, I enumerated before. You know, August were with these northerners because of religion.
Okay, lastly, let's look at military alone can't tackle insurgency. We want stakeholders to be fully involved.
Thank you so much. When Ifejurka was fighting Boko Haram in 2014 down, 2013, 2014. No, when Ifejurka was fighting Boko Haram in 2000 and
no, it's 2014.
Ifejurka
2012,
13. Buhari raised alarm that Igbos have come to revenge. You know what happened to them, what they did to them during the war of 1967 to 1970. He cried out that the chief of army staff then, I mean the bright army officer that did his work well, Ihejirika, General Ihejirika, Major General Ihejirika, was using that as an excuse, fight war against insurgency then, as an excuse to annihilate the Hausa nation. Hausa nations, I mean, you know them, all of them there in the north. I might not name them. So now, they don't want the military again to fight alone. But what Ihejirika was doing there, he was doing the real work. You that give us information, that gives out information to Boko Haram, you are among Boko Haram insurgents. You that is housing Boko Haram secretly, if caught, you are among them. You that is selling arms, selling food, you understand, to them, you are among them. If police or soldier want to do their work, they do it accurately. So when they were doing their job accurately then, they started criticizing the military under Ihejirika, which was why they nearly sent Ihejirika to what? ICC. I didn't understand, because Ihejirika was accurately fighting insurgents then. Listen to me. Now they are inviting both the military, both civilians now to join what? Forces together to synergize, to do what? To combat the insurgency in the north. But who do they think we are? Do they think that we are as what? Selfish as they are? That we are not brighter than them? Do you understand? That we are as dull as them. We are not dull people. Stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders that will join forces together? Synergize with the military to fight Boko Haram insurgency in the north. Who are they? Who do they think we are? Okay, they should go and invite ESN. CNN, are they not among the stakeholders? Because CNN is fighting Nigerian military, Fulani police that went down to the east to kill Igbo man. They are doing their job well. That's why they become the enemies of the states. ESN has turned enemy of the states because they are doing their job well. Fulanis are not killing our mama and our papa in the village again, in their various farms. The Fulanis are not attacking Ebo communities anymore. No more casualties there, no more deaths. That's why ESN has become the enemy of states. Let me tell you, when you are doing the right thing in Nigeria, Nigerian government can never recognize you. If you decide to build a road for your community, go and ask. The state government in Nigeria will not allow you to do so. If you decide to erect a good structure in Lagos State, immediately local government officers, they will call you immediately to order. Immediately you are trying to grade the road of your street to put it in a very nice state, motorable condition of state. You know what happened? Local government will call you to order. They will stop you. These people are the haters of Nigerians. These people are the witches and wizards we are talking about. There is nobody. Don't tag your mom in the village or your grandmama in the village. A witchcraft is a sin against humanity. Bible condemns that. The enemies, the witches and wizards we have in Nigeria are Nigerian politicians. From Councillor to Asorok, they are all witches and wizards. They are the ones that have been constituting problem for us. They constitute problem more than mosquitoes.
The progress of Nigerians.
They are anti-progress of this country. Very, very retrogressive set of people. They are the politicians there. The people in the house, upper house, the people in the lower house, they are not legislating right thing for us. They are not legislating for us to live good tomorrow or to live good today. What they legislate there is their pocket, only their personal interest. If they see the way they could even seize the oxygen, so that every Nigeria, all Nigerians will be annihilated, they will do that. But you can see that oxygen is a free gift of nature. Okay. I didn't understand. Okay. So, which is why I always stand out to campaign for Biafra anywhere you see me. Okay, they were trying to play ball last week, I'll be this week. When they were about to play ball, you asked me, I said, Nigeria, 0. Egypt, I think 1, I'll be 2. Didn't I say that? But do you know what happened? They played the ball now.
Nigeria
won?
Egypt,
Nigeria again. Nigeria. Kelechi is a Biafran. Biafran beat Egypt. Biafra beat Egypt 1-0.
You heard what Edo Noblagos told you?
No. I had it. I said it.
The coach is an Edo man.
The coach is an Edo man. Okay, that's Eguavo. Eguavo, along that coastal line from part of Guinea, part of Guinea to Benin, from part of Guinea to Benin belongs to Biafra. We live along the coastal, the whole country along the coastal line. Okay. I listen to me in Nigeria, in this rubbish platform called Nigeria. We are Biafra. Kelechi Iheanacho is a Biafra. He scored goal. Biafra 1.
Thank you very much.
Egypt 0. Okay. Thank you. I thank God for what you do.
I pray.
We are playing
Sudan today. Sudan today. Okay. I pray.
I know that Biafra will say score.
Awoni scores this evening. Awoni will score, not Kelechi.
Kelechi Iheanacho will score. Is Biafra man.
Thank you very much, Mr. Raphael.
Biafra is going to win.
Let's not. We have come to the end of bystanders administrance this morning. I would say it has been a wonderful day. Thank you very much for being part of the program, everyone. I wouldn't want to mention names this morning, but I would say thank you very much for being part of the program. I'm Christian Chuku on this wonderful edition of Bystanders and Newsstands. And also a big thank you to the man behind the camera, Mr. Femi, Davis, Mr. Emeka, and Mr. Ifeanyi, Mr. Sadiq. They are here also supporting the program. Thank you very much. Till Monday as we meet by God's grace. I'm Christian Chuku. Bye for now.